Hi, and welcome back to Flexibility Friday. Sorry we missed you last week. We're here again with my lovely assistant, Shylee, and today we are going to show you how to get to your tilt. Remember that when you're doing any of these things, you should properly warm up first. So Shylee's already jump roped and done some stretching on her own, but you don't want to just hop right into any of these stretches. To get a good tilt, it's really important that you work on opening up your hips. So we're going to start with just a basic frog stretch. You can hold that for a little while. You can do the frog where your feet are together, like Shylee was just doing. And then you can also open it up so it's more like half of a square. Once you have your frog pretty far down, then of course you can move to middle split. And to work even more, you can do oversplit, which we're not going to demonstrate. But you can use your couch or a stretcher, pillows. It's also important to just work on a normal straddle. So she'll straddle, keeping her turnout, so a little smaller. And then chest down. Again, keeping your turnout. Another way you can stretch for your tilt is to go to a straddle and then lift one leg. You can do it more like a bow and arrow or just a normal extension. She lifts and she pulls to her shoulder. Or just that way. And then do the other side. You will find that you have one leg that is easier to do your tilt with based on your hip flexibility. Shylee's is her right hip, which is funny because she's normally a lefty. You can start learning your tilt by just doing a normal extension to the side and pulling it in as close as you can to your head. Again, it's good to do it on both sides, so she's going to turn around and do her other side. After you're able to get your leg up and hold it up there pretty well, then you can start tilting it at your hips. So in a normal extension, you're trying to stay square with your hips level. In your tilt, you're lifting your booty up and creating a line through your hips that goes to the floor. When you're doing your tilt, you want to think about being in a straight line. So her leg is right in line with her body. If you took that picture, you wouldn't really see her leg. It's important not to stick your booty back and bring your leg forward, but you might have to depending on your hip flexibility. That's why it's important to open those up. Next step would be to do it through passe without using your hands. So she's going to go up through passe and go straight to the tilt shape and up. You can also work that flexibility by just going to a bent leg to here and trying to pull your knee to your elbow or to your armpit and then extending. All right, now you've put it all together because you spent lots of time stretching and building strength to do this. It's not going to be an immediate skill you can do unless you just have amazing flexibility to begin with. So here she goes. She'll show you her tilt through passe again without holding on to anything. Thanks for joining us for Flexibility Friday. See you next week.